And my wife had to ask the question, and I'm like, is it a female thing? Can we, like, change the voice?
Do you only have the one Alexa?
No, we have two. There's one in the bathroom and this one.
Oh, yeah. Like, we have three, and so we had to switch them to say Echo.
That's the stuff. That's the magic morning juice.
Make sure I can wake up on this show.
Before the weed starts a wheedling.
I mean, it's been hitting for a minute, but so
okay, let me do this here.
Hello.
What is up? Oh, we are rolling.
We've been rolling for like a minute.
Surprise!
That's what we're talking about in the weed right now.
Okay. Let's give some context. It's like 9:46, and I'm already, a joint and a half deep, and I've smacked the pen a few times.
Yeah.
So, the wake and bake is in full effect.
We're here. Maybe queer? We're odd. We're like the traditional twins.
No, very weird and oddballs.
That's odd.
It's been a minute. What's up? How you been?
I've been pretty tired this week. Like you were saying earlier, bro. Like just Tuesday to later today, I gotta work, and it's just gotta stay in a little extra longer, and it's just tired.
Oh,
back hurts. Fucking you squat, and you're like, oh, that's a good sit.
Tylenol, bro. Tylenol. Motrin, actually. Motrin is my go-to. Just pop one of those before your shift. Maybe a gummy with it.
I usually go with
stay ahead of it. Do it beforehand. That'll get you through the shift. That's experience right there, bro. I got a joke about it, but it's real life. Real life's the funniest shit. It was a hell of a week for me too. I'm part of the NFL, National Forklift League, and unloading a lot of shipping containers before these Trump tariffs take effect this week. Yeah. We got hammered all week long with just container after container after container. Oh, it was a long week. Sore, bouncing in and out of those things. It was rough, bro. And then I went and got my brain jerked last night in Monroe. So that's how my week went.
Ooh, so mostly work this week too?
Mostly work this week, yeah. The end of March here is slowing down for me show-wise. And then, just personally, I'm taking a slow April. Yeah. We'll ramp back up at it in May. So...
Bring it back.
Here we go. Bring it back.
But comedy. Let's talk our week on comedy.
Yeah, let's. So, where you been at on comedy? Have you done any shows since we talked last, or has it been just full bore work?
No, I actually did also do one show this week. Shout out to the M3 Gratiot Pub.
Oh,
every
nice.
Tuesday.
Nice.
Actually let out early enough to make it to the mic. Love it because it's the neighborhood mic for me. It was a fun time.
Nice.
I mean, dive bar, so not a big turnout usually. Now that I remember, there was like a surprising amount of people
on a Tuesday night.
On a Tuesday night,
going out on a Tuesday.
Big shouts out to Charles. Especially, what is it? Ballad of an Open Mic, I think he called it.
The Ballad of an Open Mic.
Yeah. I don't think he's closing it out. I wonder if he's opening. I haven't been there for the opening for a minute. I apologize. I've been in Detroit now, but because of work. But that was something I want to mention because do you know our guy around here, Matt Lemonsack?
I've seen the name. I've not crossed paths with him at a show anywhere that I'm aware of.
He hangs out with a few other guys. They got this one studio, and so they had an open mic there one time.
Is that the P-Boys?
P-Boys.
Okay. Yeah. That's, I think, I've been seeing a lot more of their clips on my feed and stuff. So, okay, yeah.
So Paradiso Boys had an open mic. I'm pretty sure. I think they're doing it still there. I don't know. Something happened. I saw clickbaity.
Oh, okay.
But I asked around. I found out the tea. I won't spill it here.
We've got coffee,
That's
bro.
confidential. And yeah, we're all
Tea is for afternoon time.
But at their open mic, they have a wheel.
Oh boy!
So you get something happens. Like I remember Darren Lewis got you have to sing your set.
I could have pulled that off. I do have a few musical acts in my set, so I mean, not show tunes, but I mean, I could give it a go.
So I suggest we sniff around and find out next time they drop it. It was fun, dude. But the wheel, man, like there was music plays during your set. There is, I think there was you get shot with rubber bands the entire time.
Oh, geez.
I might be making that one up, but the best, the one that I think Matt liked the most was Echo, where he mimics and copies your act. While you're doing it. There were some gentlemen of darker complexion saying things.
Oh man!
And like as he says it, he turns to Lemonsack. So because of that, I am pretty sure that it is going around. Do you know Turbo?
No.
Homeboy Turbo, shout out Turbo. I'm just shouting out a lot of the local scene. Shout out Turbo starts a petition with all the other African Americans of the scene to let Matt Lemonsack say the N-word. I was like, huh? This is something you just brought up on stage, dude? Like, this is actually happening behind the scenes? So
I've not seen this petition.
I'm pretty sure you and I cannot sign this petition.
Yeah,
but I think we should reach out to our fellow brothers. Please, if you're on the Detroit comedy scene.
I was actually just workshopping a joke kind of about that, honestly. But we're just leaving it sit over here. I'll tell you off air. Yeah. it's but along the lines of that topic. That's damn, real life does mimic art.
I swear. So that was my week in comedy.
Interesting week in comedy. Yeah, I didn't. Let's see. Since the last time we talked, I did a Jake Saloon show. That was fun with Ned Rice and Andy McFarlane, some other great Toledo comedians. Drawing a blank on exactly who was there. That was a while ago. Weeds Whedon. But then after the painful week of work, I got to go get my brain jerked at the Brain Jerk Experience in Monroe.
Talk, because I'm hella jealous.
This is another amazing Dave Crumbly show, partnered with the people that put on the Brain Jerk. This was something that they dreamed up of putting a comedy club in Monroe, and it is in a strip mall on Telegraph Road, and it's amazing. and I think they've sold out just about every show in the 5 weeks that they've been doing it. Starting this week, they added an open mic after the late show, because they do an early show, starts at 7, and then they do a late show that starts at 9:30. Okay. So, and then they'll run the open mic from 11:30-ish to 2:30-ish. Right. Till they run out of comedians. So,
okay.
Till they run out of comedians. So it's late call comedy. I did 3 sets last night. I did 2 planned sets, just kind of, my normal shit. And then went up there and kind of just bullshitted around for 3.5-4 minutes on just random shit, after the weed had been weeding and a couple Miller Lights, it was fun, Jason Thompson, I did his podcast, 52 Joints podcast. He was there. Skippy Rose, fresh off her win of the Detroit Roast Everybody. Nice. Vivian Burgett was there. Shout out to everyone. John Rosario was there. It was a great night. Like I said,
sounds like a great night.
I lived in Monroe for a while, and it was nice to kind of go back and do some comedy in places that I've lived.
Right?
I went back twice now and done comedy in my hometown of Fort Wayne. I've done comedy in Battle Creek now twice, Monroe. So I'm hitting up all the hometowns. It's like the return home tour.
That's got a ring, dude. Yo, excuse to go tour to California.
Oh, there we go. Let's take this show on the road. San Francisco is number 1 on the bucket list of places to travel.
Ooh, you want to do some city talk?
We can do some city talk.
Whatever. What are some big cities you've hit?
Probably outside of this area, I did a show in Galveston, Texas. My daughter moved to Texas in October of 23, and on probably, my second. That was right after I had started comedy, so when they moved down there, it was just a move them trip. And then I went down at Christmas, kind of got a lay of the land. I was down there for 8 days, so I was down there for pretty extended period. Kind of found things out down there, and then when I went back in April, before I went back, I started joining Facebook groups like Stage Time in Houston, and just the the local groups down there, and was able to find a place that was putting on their first showcase show. And I said, hey, I'm going to be in town. I'm from Detroit. Been doing comedy a year. I'd love to do a show. And he goes, out of towner? You're in for sure. So, yeah. So
it's that out of town status. Okay, but no, because you've done out of town shows.
I've done quite a few out of town stuff. Yeah,
I swear,
I love it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're at home doing sets here, and you're like, am I even funny, dude? You just go half an hour out of town. You're like, oh, I got it.
Right.
I got it.
This shit does work.
Dude. And so, that's what I was saying, too, because, like you said, when your house is empty, you have nothing to do. So, I had a week to myself in New York. I was like, some of my Detroit shit works. And just big ego boost. But,
for sure.
But then, I'm just slumming around like a little rat. Like in Boston, a little bit in South Manhattan, fucking basically a little car bum.
So that's pretty cool. You've been to the East Coast on some shows. You've been to the West Coast. You've been all over, bro.
I know. I haven't been to the South, and that's now my goal. South and maybe the Southeast.
This sounds like a trip to Houston and a little car ride over to Austin. Maybe we take this show on the road. Then we could hit Louisiana.
dude.
Do that gator tater we talked about.
Okay.
Not to sidetrack, but
No.
city talk.
God damn, eating the coffee and these ideas, man. You're making me tweak. Hold on.
That's my brain 24/7, bro.
Cause look, man. Bring this to the road, dude. We got. Are we investing in couch potatoes?
We may be.
Cause look, dude.
Show on the road.
A little cook experience. I'm like, we could totally do this, no problem. Like, mild.
We got a marketing guy. We got the cook guy with the half-assed cook guys. So
we could do this, man. And then we could do Detroit, Chicago, then 66, and then down from South California to Texas, to Florida, to New York.
Just kind of do the outline.
I mean, we'd be missing the Pacific Northwest.
Maybe.
But maybe we could do that its own, like, the North tour. Like,
that would be amazing.
Guys.
Sponsorship deals, bro.
You guys want potatoes and you guys want maybe some laughs?
We got ideas for shows. We got ideas for live shows. We got ideas coming out of our asses.
Will we write them down and follow through?
I'm gonna let the dogs in.
Now while we wait on him,
the dogs, the boys, as we call them, the nerds, the dorks.
But yeah, dude, I think the Chicago to roundabout New York, I think we should do, and then we should do the North tour. That was kind of annoying. Like, what do we do though? Like, fly out to Seattle and then drive
to Maine.
Portland
to Portland. Woo!
Get Alaskan salmon in Washington, and then get Maine lobster in Portland.
It'd be like a lobster roll, just instead of on bread, it's on a potato. Just swap out your carb.
Oh, okay, because that's what I was saying, because holy shit.
You could even hollow out the potato a little bit, like a twice baked deal, or even like close it so you can eat it like a sandwich.
Jake, you're speaking exactly. When we brought up couch potatoes, first I was like, all right, we bake them, then we hollow them, and then we leave the shells, and then we mash the insides, make a bunch of different. We have like plain mashed potato, and then like eggy mashed potato, cheesy mashed potato. Maybe like we just keep it at that. We don't want to get too complicated.
Yeah. Don't want to give too many of our secrets away.
But guys, if you're excited, if it sounds hot,
this sounds like a GoFundMe waiting to happen.
Guys.
Fire up the OnlyFans. Let's go.
Guys, follow us on Patreon. On our bank account.
Don't follow my bank account. You'll be just as depressed as I am.
Yeah. Please send to our bank accounts. Towards any other comedy stories?
Comedy stories, comedy ideas. No. Comedy stories, I really don't have anything. I'll be in Lansing on Monday. Let's see, this is going to drop on Monday probably? Yeah, this will drop Monday. So if you watch and you're interested, come see me at Max on Monday night in Lansing. That's my first time there. This month was just a lot of firsts. Actually, the last 2 months have been a lot of firsts. I did my first 15-minute set. First paid spot. Did a lot of clubs for the first time, like the Summit City Comedy Club, the Brain Jerk, Max coming up. So a lot of firsts. It was kind of nice to check those off the list and be like, oh man, new place, new people to hear my shit. And like you said, it does work, So looking to branch out. I almost entered into this damn day job of mine holds me back, but I really wanted to enter into the World Series of Comedy. They had it down at Crackpots down in Massillon, Ohio.
Okay.
And Ryan Rogers, who runs the open mic up there that I do in Fort Wayne, I guess down there in Fort Wayne, usually once a month. He was down there. He did that show. I think Chris Barrett did too. But I couldn't get a couple of days off of work, so I was like, damn, once I free myself from this daily freaking time clock I gotta fucking punch every day, I'll be hitting it a little harder, but shackled by our chains, aren't we?
How's potatoes going?
So you did some New York stuff, some Boston stuff. I'd love to do Boston. I'm a big history nut. Did you say you did Boston?
Did I say Boston or Brooklyn?
Oh, Brooklyn. I thought you said Boston, but you might have meant Brooklyn.
I might have meant Brooklyn. If I said Boston, don't believe me. I was in New York.
Okay, still, New York would be fun to do, obviously the history of stand-up there, it'd be just like, going out to the store in L.A. or, now it'd be the Mothership in Austin, like just, doing the thing there, like, oh, my heroes did it here, I'm doing it here, it's kind of cool. It's like, going up on stage after Ned Rice. Like, oh, Ned Rice performed here. No, but, I'd love to hit all those cities. Chicago would probably be the most accessible right now. I know Louisville has a pretty big scene. Cincinnati. And maybe, I think my next step is going to be trying to get on the Toledo Funny Bone. And then doing the Mark Ridley's thing. Those are those are two bigger spots that I gotta kind of get my face into, be seen out there a little bit. But that's the other thing. I'm not out. If I'm not at the show or performing or whatever, I'm generally not at a show because of the work thing, So it's like, it just makes things tough to be out and about. So I promote from home everybody's show. It's like, oh, they're doing a show? Fuck, that's cool. Check this out, guys. Just sharing everybody's shit or whatever. Right. So, but yeah. What kind of areas that you've not been to that you want to go to? Like, San Francisco's a bucket list place for me. Like I said, I'm a big history nut, and I like not only to go out there and do comedy and stuff, but I want to see Lombard Street, the Golden Gate Bridge, Alcatraz, the Redwoods, all that. Yeah, I know, yawn, the touristy stuff. But that shit's cool to me. For
real, it's been so long since I've been to San Fran that at this point I'm like, I want to go to the pier. I want to go to the bridge. Because honestly, in the 22 years I was out there, I was on the bridge maybe twice. Always saw it.
Right.
You can see it almost anywhere in San Francisco. But to be on it, I'm like, I don't want to go on there. That's going to be 40 minutes because there's so much traffic on it. And we're going to get tolled. So
oh, it's a toll?
I'm pretty sure it was a toll. Oh. And so I'm like, I don't want to go on there. It's actually really nice if you go on either end on foot, because then you can kind of walk on some of the stuff, and that's pretty cool. So suggest get your pictures Because, oh my God, do you see pictures of people going to the Golden Gate Bridge? I'm like, that's cool, but what do you do in San Fran? Because, oh my God. Now, having experienced New York, like, they're almost the same as these. New York definitely has different vibes, different history. But, like, the feel, skyscrapers, lots of people.
Yeah.
Smells like piss. And you got Subway. The Subway, dude. Oh my God. The BART was the best. Because it was for the whole Bay Area. So,
really?
And I lived in Oakley. Shouts out to not the city for the glasses. But right now, because I think it was in 2018, they opened the station. Like 5 minutes from hometown. So from the almost Sacramento, you can go to San Fran, down to Oakland, like south, a little north, almost down to San Jose too. Like it's nice.
Okay.
So like Bay Area homies know you don't drive to San Francisco. You take the BART. It's gonna be $20 round trip, but dude, you get to San Fran. You just start fucking walking, man. It's walkable. That's the cool part. But holy shit. Holy shit. Hills, man. That's the difference.
So that's why, like Lombard Street, like I said, you see it in TV, movies, pictures all the time. I want to walk that motherfucker.
And look, only went on it once. It's like, oh, there it is. But I don't want to go on that.
Trolleys, you ride the trolleys.
Never rode the trolley.
Never rode the trolley.
Took taxis and walked, drove ourselves, which was honestly the elite move. Drive yourself in, but they're going to be paying $40 in parking. So it's like, what do you want? You want to pay for BART and then like taxis or just parking?
Right.
Exploratorium, shout out, fucking San Fran Science Museum, interactive science museum on a fucking warehouse-sized building.
Jeez,
it's awesome.
Adding to my list of things to do while I'm out there.
Not expensive to get in.
No, I've looked. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I've looked at flights from time to time, and I'm not afraid to fly Spirit, wing in a prayer. You know, do what I got to do. Me and my backpack against the world. You know, cheap flights aren't that bad. And I believe I looked at some Airbnbs where it's like $33 a night for a room or whatever. It's just these little tiny apartments in these, you know, like big buildings or whatever. You know, so I'm like, damn, I could like literally just food and touristy money. So like for $500, I could go out there and, you know, spend 3 days, you know.
Yo, oh my God. Because now all the San Francisco is just going to Exploratorium, dude. You gotta hit the Exploratorium. I think last time I checked, it was like $25 to get in, full access.
Okay, so $525.
Disney Museum.
Oh, nice.
The Walt Disney Museum.
Okay.
You can find days that are free, but I think that's like a $30, $40 ticket.
Probably like a locals thing.
Maybe, yeah. And, I mean, there's Castro Street. You gotta go out and get a dick cookie.
Oh, a what?
A dick cookie.
A dick cookie? Okay.
Don't want to be derogatory, but the gay street.
Oh, gotcha.
I think it's Castro. It's been a hot minute. But, yeah. Gay district's cool. Japantown, if you're kind of into Japanese stuff.
Interesting culture. I'd visit, because it's a thing, that's there. That, I mean, it's Detroit. We don't necessarily have Japanese town anywhere that I'm aware of. Yeah. So I'd do it, just like going to Chinatown in LA or New York or whatever. I'd do it.
You can also hit Chinatown in San Fran.
Okay.
It's Chinatown, and then like one block, and then it's Japantown. So it's there's stuff to do. Market Street, is that the one? You want to see all the business stuff. The Pier 39.
Okay.
Big tourist trap, but real cool. Like damn near.
I can avoid those pretty well. I mean, I don't get caught up in lines. Like I can be like, oh yeah, I was here, I did the thing. I don't need to wait and all these lines or pay extra to do the thing.
Well, it's more of like a bunch of tchotchke stores, which is pretty cool. Like
I love the word tchotchkes. I used it on my wife the other day, and she's like, "What the hell did you just say?" And I'm like, "Tchotchkes. You've never heard of it?"
Because it's the freaking pier of the world, man. You got like Irish stuff, you got Japanese stuff, you got magic stuff,
World's Fair almost.
Yeah. You got Bubba Gumps at the very end. Like it's
my friend Bubba.
Yo, I made. Look, sometimes I'm like, am I being too ironic when I'm doing some sets? And so I was doing like, who was the jackass who said life's a box of chocolates? Because no, it's a bag of assorted hard candies. But somebody answered in the crowd. They're like, it was Forrest Gump. I'm like, you're paying attention.
You're like, I knew that. I knew that. There was who was it? There was a comedian last night. I don't want to misquote who it was, but I just remember they were talking about Forrest Gump and thought that it was a documentary or whatever.
Right.
And then he says, then I went to Alabama and I realized that Forrest Gump was high functioning. And that he probably could have actually made it in the NFL. That thing's been hitting a little weird. Why don't we, since we're doing the Very Good podcast, we should have a Rolls Berry Gelato. Let's see if we can get that in the camera there. Good. Picked up from the local Bose dispensary. Let's get a little stats on this thing. Get the reading glasses out and take a peek. Berry Gelato, packaged on 3/3/25, and by this calculation, we're gonna be high as fuck.
Nice.
So it looks like 27%. So.
Okay, so we're having a fun time. Nothing like that first one.
Smells good. You want to take a smell of that?
I like that. Very berry.
Very good.
What were we talking about? Because that other weed be weeding still.
That other weed still be weeding. Yeah. We deep in the weed.
That's what I was gonna say. Started talking about Forrest Gump. Perfect transition into what I wanted to talk about: movies.
Oh, I have a movie topic as well.
All right. So, like we've seen on this show, we like to talk about Marvel, especially right now because I'm trying to watch all the Marvel movies so far. Just watched Black Widow. Was kind of expecting it to. I was expecting it to be garbage, and so because of that, I had a good time.
I'll be 99.9% honest. I saw it, but I didn't see it.
No?
It was on. It was a thing. I don't think I was fully engaged or locked in. It just kind of passed me by. Like, I remember some scenes from it, but it didn't stick.
Fair.
It was one of those weird COVID straight to Disney Plus releases. It never got a theatrical release. Yeah, that's what. There was some like bad blood between Scarlett Johansson and Marvel for a minute, but it was more portrayed in the media that it was a bad blood thing, but it was really just like a financial thing. She had to sue because it was originally planned for a theatrical release, and then it was only on streaming, so that affected some of the revenue, which affected her payday. So it was just like what's fair is fair. I mean, we agreed to a thing, and now that thing's not happening, so
Give up, man.
hook a girl up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ScarJo. I mean, the Black Widow. Hook her up. But yeah, it happened. I don't remember 100%. I know Taskmaster is coming back in the Thunderbolts. So that's like that, and Yelena. She's made some other appearances throughout the MCU already, so it's, I remember those things. The key moments, I guess, I remember, but nothing stood out as like, oh, I gotta go back and rewatch that. That was no.
No, that's fair, because I'm a young dad, as a very, very new dad. Like,
I'm a young granddad.
So look, man,
Papa, as you will.
Papa. Tito. So watching the young Scarlett and sister, because I forget her.
Yelena.
Yeah. Yelena and Natasha's like childhood scenes. I was like, no. And then, but then like they were doing stuff with, what's his name?
Alexi, yeah.
Dude, Alexi starts doing stuff. I'm like, okay, so you are who I think you're like. What's going on though? What's going on?
I like that character, the Red Guardian. He's
Red
very
Guardian.
hilarious.
I loved it. So that's the thing, man. Like that first scene, like 15 minutes. I'm like, okay, whatever, man. It's the intro. Come on, let's get into the movie. And then like another 15 minutes. I'm like, what's going on? And then 15 more minutes. I'm like, wait, Red Guardian? Red Guardian's back? Dude, that when we get back to Red Guardian in the fucking jailhouse, I was like, I like this.
He's gonna be great in Thunderbolts too.
He's gonna be in Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Are you calling me a liar? Are you calling me a liar? Just breaks the guy's hand. And see, look, man. Stranger Things fan over here, so like I
as well. I was just about to say in the opening minutes of this, it's like, is this Stranger Things, or did I turn on the right app? What kind of weird backstory is this for Hopper?
Oh, so this is why he got sent back.
So Black Widow was a thing. It happened. You watched it. Enjoyed it.
Honestly, enjoyed it, mate. Might have had a Smith Wixon meme. Pero did it like I said, had no expectations. Kind of expected it to be ass. I was like, oh shit, I'm really having fun. I mean, wifey was watching it too, so that might have helped too.
Yeah, I mean, my wife doesn't care for the Marvel stuff. I've got her a few times with some Star Wars, but Marvel, she has a hard time with. She's she's more of the horror genre, terror, psychological thriller, things like that. Not so much into the superhero, blast things out of your hands, shit like that. That's not her jam.
See, in my house, we like to have fun. So she likes to watch them. Doesn't actively try to watch them. She's more of a period piece, kind of relaxed rom-com. Not so much horror or superhero like that.
Oh, we definitely do the Bridgerton together. We watch Bridgerton together. That was probably a first period type piece that I think we did a little bit of Outlander too. Heard. It's a pretty decent show. It's It's a lady who time travels, falls in love with a guy in the past, but she's married to a guy in the future.
Yeah.
Right. It's all right. Wasn't my jam. Before we jump off Marvel, because we have been pretty Marvel heavy as you journey through your catch up to get caught up before, I don't know, what's your target date to get caught up? Because I mean, you're not gonna make Thunderbolts because that comes out in May. You're not gonna make Fantastic Four because that comes out in July. You may catch up by February 2026. Yeah, I think that's the next movie after Fantastic Four. There's a February release date. I can't remember exactly what it is, and then Doom in May, maybe.
May next year.
May of 26.
I mean,
Secret Wars in 27. That's their projected dates. Though they've moved them several times, but Doom is officially in production. I don't know if you caught.
Yeah, I've heard.
You heard the 5.5 hour live stream that Marvel did?
I've heard about it. Haven't watched it.
There's a shorter clip because what they did was they released. They basically showed a picture of a director's chair with an actor's name on the back of it every 13 minutes. And there was 27 actors, and it took 5.5 hours. But it was intense. And then the last chair was Robert Downey Jr. It was pretty cool to see the shorter version. I was kind of ticked because I was at work and I'm like, oh, what's going on? And I kept checking back in. Every time I'd get off my forklift, I'd go, check in. Oh, still chairs. Damn it. It'll be on the YouTube when I get home. I'll just watch it then. Yeah. But yeah, it was interesting. We'll see. Sounds like a lot of... maybe X-Men versus Avengers, because they're bringing a lot of the OG X-Men back. Ian McKellen is coming back. Scott Marsden as Cyclops. Rebecca Romaine as Mystique. Channing Tatum as Gambit is coming back.
I saw, because... that's what I've been liking of this. I think it's being called the Multiverse Saga.
It is, yep.
And so, that's what I'm seeing a lot of. Cause, all right, just to finish my Black Widow thing, end credit scene. There's an end credit scene. Did you see that one?
That's
Yelena
in the purple hair. Yeah. The other lady. at the place. Yeah. And she's like, hey, yeah. So that leads into, spoiler, that leads into Hawkeye.
Okay.
That leads into Hawkeye. She basically says, look, your next target's and Clint Barton. Go get him. He's responsible for this, that where we're at.
I saw that scene, and she says like he's responsible. I'm more like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
right.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, I need to see where this goes. And so like that's the really cool thing. That's what I'm liking. I'm like, okay, wait, when did Black Widow come out? When did Hawkeye come out? And so like I'm like, okay, I'm liking this little trail I'm finding. Cause then like with Marvels, I really liked how then she's in the freaking X-Men universe.
Okay, so I've been watching a lot of shout out new rock stars, EA Voss and Lulu_Clemens, and a lot of their breakdowns. So our current timeline, it seems like Marvel is trying to stay 2 years ahead of our current timeline. So in Daredevil, there's a scene where Fisk is elected mayor. We're spoiling the shit out of a lot of stuff. So if you don't want to watch, skip forward.
I'll put a spoiler warning.
But when he's elected in this mayoral recall election, he's giving a speech on New Year's Day, which is leading into 2027 in the current MCU. The Sacred Timeline 616 is in 2027 right now. So, the events of Miss Marvel supposedly took place in 2024, if I remember the video I just watched properly. Now, the speculation is that the universe that at the end of the Marvels, where Kelsey Grammer's Beast and the other, her mom, the Weeds Whedon, names are eluding me, Monica Rambeau and her mom. Apparently, the speculation is that's Earth 10005, which is the original OG X-Men universe.
Right.
Which still has a Professor X, a Jean Grey, Scott Summers, Kelsey Grammer Beast, Nightcrawler, all those people, because at the end of Days of Future Past, they had altered it, and those characters were still alive from when the events of X2 happened. It basically rewrote all that history. There's a lot. The comics are comicking, and there's a lot to follow. And it's just the stupid shit that fucking hangs in my head that, like, oh, I know all of this stuff, but I can't remember a fucking part number I unloaded off a container earlier this week. Like, where did it go?
Dude,
where's it at in the warehouse?
I feel like a Greek prophet when I see some of this Marvel lore come out. Like, my eyes glow and I'm shining. Demon come. What the fuck was that? Because, watching Loki stuff. Guard dogs.
Right, security system going off.
The stuff with Loki and Quantumania, though.
Oh, yeah.
With He Who Remains.
He who shall not be named.
Okay, we got the Marvels. We got the X-Men. We got the freaking He Who Remains. We got Loki. My brain's melting, dude. My brain's melting. And then you say that fucking Wilson Fisk is now doing what? And then
all the pieces are on the chessboard now, bro. And we already got a Wolverine, comic accurate Wolverine, dude. We already got like 8 of them in the same movie, all comic accurate.
my god, the Wolf. Okay, so cause can we talk about Wolverine from Wolverine and Deadpool?
We can.
Like how he's supposed to be like a failure Wolverine. And
he's the worst version.
The multiverse's worst Wolverine, and now he's put into like apparently the best Wolverine's universe and like try to revive it. He's like, have a second chance.
So yeah, speaking of that Wolverine, that means there's 2 Wolverines in that universe right now, because they're saying that the Deadpool universe is the 1005, the same as the Days of Future Past timeline.
We'll see what. Okay. Here's my Occam razor on this overcomplicated narrative Marvel's doing. Like I feel like that rewrite would be that reintroduced Wolverine. Like he's not the original Wolverine of that universe.
Right.
He's a reintroduced one. Therefore, new Wolverine, same Wolverine is still here, but new Wolverine. And so like that's what I'm really, because
old Wolverine's like, oh good, I can go be old man Wolverine in the woods.
We got a better one. We got young old Hugh Jackman.
We got a better one. It's the same dude. The same dude's been playing him for like my entire life.
At least 20 years, as far as I can tell. Kid to the go. So no, because this is what I really love with like the whole Wolverine mythos. Like this is perfect. Like PTSD Wolverine. He just goes nuts like, God, you guys weren't gonna die.
That's the real berserker Wolverine. Like, yeah, like, and Marvel's leaning into violence. I mean, their TV, like Deadpool's
nuts.
Deadpool was nuts, but Daredevil, they dropping F-bombs. They are snapping people's legs, headshots. Like, bro.
Look, language, I could give a fuck.
Yeah.
The fucking gibbing in goddamn Deadpool Wolverine. What was that one Deadpool that wasn't Deadpool? That like dies.
Nice Pool?
Nice. Yeah.
Nice Pool, where he uses him as a shield at the end. And he's like,
okay,
but I don't have the healing factor. That's why I'm so beautiful. We can't talk too much on that. That's like a hot button thing.
Huh?
Yeah, like Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively are having beef with I think his name's Baldoni, another actor. He was a director and co-actor with Blake Lively, and there's like some sexual allegation shit. Stuff I don't want to dip my toe into, but
we love the movie.
We love the movie Deadpool, but apparently there were some pointed jokes that were like Nice Pool was like kind of portrayed as that character. That's speculation, no allegations, just rumor. That's all I'm saying.
No. And see, that's honestly where I'm kind of saying too. I'm like, I don't know if we needed that scene. I was like, why do we gotta do this to Nice Pool?
Then Wolverine just walks out with the dog, and they all just,
right. They didn't kill the dog.
Right.
That's weird. Spoilers. There's a scene in Invincible. I was like, there's like a bunch of children and a dog. And like everything dies. But then I see the dog dance. I'm like, not the dog! So that's where I'm jaded in the fucking animation world.
So,
but yeah, that's my hype around Marvel right now. They're fucking convoluted, making me feel like. Let me shout out Elder Scrolls feel like a fucking moth priest being like, they're coming in armies, one of blue and one of green and purple. So, pretty hype. But talk some like movie behind the scenes, like what do you think about the length of movies these days?
Man, no. Listen, Avengers Doomsday, Avengers Secret Wars, Part 1 and Part 2. Just don't give me a 9-hour movie, please. Those are epics. Those are like Braveheart movies, Titanic movies, where these can be longer. You have a massive story to tell, and I understand that. You know, picking up a paperback or the Bible, it's, you know what you're getting into. This one's going to be a longer read. More thought, I don't know. This one I like to look at the pictures, whatever. But I also come from, the 80s and 90s where it was the 90 minutes, 74 minutes. It's, those quick 3-act, setup, conflict, resolution, boom, 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 you don't get a lot of those anymore. It's everybody needs to feel like they gotta go 2.5 hours. I'm like, no, bro, just simple is better. And quite honestly, people's attention span shrank. Like, the most people watch is anywhere between 10 seconds and a minute. If you don't hook them in, you're fucked. So yeah, just pare it down, man. I mean, or save some ideas. Make a sequel. Make more money. You don't have to dump every idea into the first fucking thing.
Dude.
That's just me. Now, on the other hand, I do like a good movie that'll suck you in and make you forget about time as well. So, but in the age of streaming, we can all pause, and stuff like that. But I'm a big atmosphere guy. I love going to the movies. So, that's 6 of one, half dozen of the other.
Look,
can't yell up to the projection booth and go, "Yo, can you pause this for a second?" Everybody's got a remote on their chair and they can just pause it when they got to get up, and you're like, looking at who did it?
So, hold on, I have a question.
That's an idea. You could do that, but when you hit the pause button, your chair lights up, so everybody knows it's you. Everybody knows it's you.
Yo, that's like a step ahead of. I feel like this is a Family Guy bit. I feel like I've seen this. No, because dude, samesies, man. Like, I'm seeing. There's been a few movies I've watched recently, and it's like 3 hours long. I'm like, what? What's going on? We're watching Fruit. We're watching Fruit now. Okay. It's a lot of detail. I guess we're talking today. But yeah, like I was kind of feeling maybe 2 hours max nowadays, especially at least with the Marvel movies too. Like, it's like you're trying to say so much with these new Marvel movies.
I mean, Doomsday's gonna be 2.5. Expect it. At least expect it. And Secret Wars, whether it's just one movie or Part 1 and Part 2, pushing 3, if not over. I guarantee it. I'm gonna say that's my hot take of the day right there. That's gonna happen. Yeah.
Because I'm seeing some of these are a little shorter, and that's what I'm missing and appreciating. Like you said, 90-minute movies. Like, What are we saying? What happened? God damn, I get it.
Yeah.
Because some of these, like, I love, sure, ambiguity. Ambiguity's nice, but come on, can we just let's wrap it up?
Right.
Like, this is supposed to be a sandwich. Like,
wrap it up.
I don't see no bottom, no what? Like, it was fun when it was a Flying Dutchman. I love the Fiction. I was like, ooh, that's interesting. But like, I got grease on my fingers now. Pero, yeah, dude. Like, did you ever take any video production classes?
Yeah. In high school.
Throwback.
Way back. So we're talking. I think this would have been. The year might start with a 19. Yeah, I'm old. Shit. We established I've got a grandkid. I don't know. It was maybe my sophomore year of high school. It might have been 99-ish. 98, 99. I can't remember. And don't ask me to do math. I went to high school. I didn't finish. So, yeah, we did. They had like a, what the fuck was it called? I don't know. They like different modules, and you would spend like over the 9-week period, you would spend a certain amount of time. You would pick like 2 or 3 modules, and then like over that time, you would do these modules that you selected. One was like radio production, and they would like record you, and you got like a cassette of you doing like, you'd have to come up with like you'd have to watch the news or sports, or like I did sports, and you had to like write your sports script down and like give the scores and be like, and last night the Fort Wayne Comets took on the Detroit Vipers and blah blah blah, and whatever, and do the thing. And that was your project, was to learn how to work the knobs or whatever. I don't know any of that shit. Plus all of that's probably outdated by this point. It's all digital. Like, you've got just the laptop and we're fucking making shit, dude. We're making some cool stuff. But yeah, that shit used to take up a whole fucking room. But I also did a TV production too, where we had to like add graphics and stuff too. So I did like a mock Sports Center type deal.
Like it?
Yeah, it was fun. Some of the other things, like you had to build a bridge out of toothpicks, and there was some sort of like car where you had to build like a what are those called? Those derby cars, those soapbox derby cars, right. But like the little ones out of balsa wood or whatever. They had a plane one where you made a plane out of balsa wood, and then they'd take you up on the roof and you throw it, and that was your project or whatever. There's a bunch of other like cool stuff like CAD design, cool. And just like I said, it was just some little thing that I did way back when. I don't remember any of this shit, but like, it was fun. I remember that it was a cool class. Probably one of the more enjoyable ones.
Because honestly, I was more trying to remember, like, did you ever do script writing? Because that was something I did do in high school as well. So you're like high school, I'm like, oh my god, high school for me too. But the script writing was cool because they were like, here, let's watch some like classic movies. Where like movies like were physically limited to 90 minutes.
So listen, back in middle school, we had these. They started doing these electives called whatever they were like for 8th graders only. To kind of prepare you for electives in high school or whatever. And I took a one called the Classics. And we watched stuff like what was that? Rosebud. What was the Orson Welles movie with Rosebud? I can't think of the name of the movie. We watched Gone with the Wind. We watched Birds. We watched a lot. We watched Casablanca in middle school. Can you imagine like a teacher getting away with showing?
I mean, the 90s.
He's looking at you, kid. Like that shit wouldn't fly these days. But I did do some copy work for a friend of mine. Was doing a whiteboard commercial. Lens Ninja, Ken Stumpmeyer down in Monroe, does amazing video work and photography. But he was doing a whiteboard commercial for a trucking company. If memory serves me, it was for like a trailer tracker thing. And they like sent him over some basic copy, and he asked me, he's like, hey, you want to rework this and whatever? It'll be like the voiceover for the whiteboard commercial or whatever. And I'm like, yeah. So I've done a little bit of that, you know. Familiar.
Because just memories coming back. Basically did all of that too. Because again, a little more into the digital age. They're like, all you gotta really do is record, export. A lot of the heavy lifting is the computer. You can edit as much as you want.
Right.
So the editing went crazy, dude. And I'm remembering we did a commercial. We did dehydrated water. There was do a chase scene, and then do a music video, and we did it to Daft Punk's Technologic. I think it was. No. Yeah, I think it was Technologic. It's been a minute, but we had like a college student.
That's foreign language to me anyway, so.
Some techno music.
Okay.
And we had a college student come in, see it, was like, I think you should crank the editing up to 12, dude. I was like, I knew it had to be done, I just didn't want to do it. But here we go. And yeah, dude, like, if you had epilepsy, don't watch the video. It was fun, though. It was fun.
Oh, man.
We had to write an original script, a story script, a beginning, middle, end. That was interesting.
See, I'm kind of stuck right now. I'm actually spinning my wheels. I've got an idea for two things. And I've got kind of like the beats laid out, like kind of not storyboarded, but like kind of a pace. But I have no idea where to start with dialogue and how to path it. Like, so that's where I'm like spinning my wheels. I'm like, I need a wall and a guy.
Do you want a storyboard, baby?
Oh, we might have to do a storyboard episode or something, or off air, so we don't burn our ideas on the interwebs.
No, write that down. Because honestly, dude, I think that's what a little behind the scenes. I think we probably should start taking notes, and then we can like look back and say, "Oh, should we talk about that?"
I should get my laptop up running and keep my little notes. I'll be our own little Jamie on fucking. Jamie, look that up.
Notes guy, record guy.
We've all got a job to do.
Oh, goddamn, do we need another guy? Looking for other guy. When I say guy, I am from SoCal, so that is unisex.
Oh.
I understand there is vernacular where it could be gayette.
Gayette.
Gal.
So before we jump completely off movies, I want to jump into you probably haven't watched too much like TV shows, like series that you're watching or anything. Like I might have mentioned a couple episodes ago, but I've been really big into Dexter lately.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I my entry point was the original Sin, the younger spinoff when he first is interning at the homicide department. Just crossed into season 5, and wow, season 4 ended with a twist I legitimately didn't see coming already. Not gonna spoil it, even though the show's been out since like 2006. But I'm the constantly late to the party guy with TV series. I mean, it took me 20 years to get Sopranos, and then I did a watch, and then a rewatch, and a podcast compendatory, compendatory or whatever. Like, cat's over here stretching a toy to its limits.
I have never seen such
No joke. She was doing that in the middle of the night. One night I came in from smoking outside, and she let go of it and smacked me right in the face. I was completely caught off guard. And here she goes. She's going to do it again. She's like, "You enjoyed this? Watch it."
Well, I'm gonna sneeze so bad later, but that's hella funny. I've only seen incredibly lazy cats.
No, this one, she has a cycle. She's gonna be up and psycho-ish for a while. She'll go back there and munch on some food, find a cozy little spot, and lay down. Yep. Then once she wakes up, she'll cause chaos for a little while again. Find some food, rinse and repeat.
Apex predator.
Yes. And she's orange, so got that wild orange personality. Every animal we have an orange version of it. We have an orange chicken. We have an orange cat. We have an orange dog. My favorite color is orange. So, there's an orange in all of us. But, so now back to the movies. I had a movie topic. I was scrolling the TikToks, and I had seen a TikTok that inspired a question because it got me thinking. I'm a huge Muppet fan. Love Muppets. If you could pick a movie, but the main cast had to be the Muppets, plot point stays the same, 100%. All you're doing is swapping characters. What movie would it be?
Ooh.
It didn't take me long to come up with one.
My first one was Baby Driver. You ever watch Baby Driver?
I've never seen the movie.
That's my indie shout out. I love me my Baby Driver. It's a driver chase movie.
Okay.
A car chase movie for 90 minutes, dude.
Hits that 90-minute mark, huh? Nice.
It's entirely self-written, directed, shot, and produced by like one dude.
Okay.
Like, total passion project. Fuck. It's just the lore is he was listening to one song. He's like, this would be awesome for like a bank robbery that leads to a car chase, and like the entire movie is just drifting different cars. It's amazing.
And just like 6 camera angles and just stuff like that.
I feel like it was like a lot smoother, very like single pan, so you just see more of the drifting.
Okay.
Like like during some action scenes, like it'd be like some cuts, so you can see him like. So you don't see. No, it's not. It's not our actor. It's our stunt guy. I think. But great movie. A little violent. So it hits a few things, and we're like, that'd be kind of cool watching Muppets. My second one was like Beetlejuice.
Okay. Who's Beetlejuice?
You've never watched Beetlejuice?
No. Which Muppet is
Oh,
Beetlejuice?
Jonas. See,
Of course I saw Beetlejuice. I saw that motherfucker in the theater.
That's what I was just saying. You know, like,
I'm old,
Beetlejuice?
dude. Old ass. Like, I remember Beetlejuice and Batman. Like, I remember in the theater that shit.
look, I'm gonna show my ignorance because I didn't watch too much Muppets, and so I'm like, I don't know. I only know Kermit,
Okay.
Miss Piggy.
There's your two leads. So that's your star and your female lead. Love interest, whatever, you want to call it.
See, I know we could go with like the gender norms, but I'd love to see.
Or you
Miss
can swap them.
I was gonna say Miss Piggy as Beetlejuice. I'd love. Like here
I could see it.
Nice fucking model. Grab her hooch. That sounds funny, but also Kermit.
Who would be the Dietz? Not the Lydia. Who would be Lydia Dietz?
I don't know enough Muppets from there.
Well, that's the girl in Beetlejuice.
Yeah,
Who would play her from the Muppets? Okay, you've got some brushing up to do on the Muppets. All right, okay. Anyways, mine's easy and it's completely like self-serving, and I just find it to be funny because it would be fun. Clerks, clearly. I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan. I'm a huge Muppets fan. Why not? Kermit would be Dante. Fozzie Bear would be Randall, right? Animal would be Jay. Yeah.
I can kind of see it. Clerks. I haven't watched Clerks. I haven't watched too much Muppets. Jake.
I'm speaking total foreign languages. This guy. Okay, so now I'm just talking to you guys then. So anybody who likes Muppets can chime in. We can build out this cast.
That's our poll. What movie? What show?
What movie or show would you like to
Muppets.
see the Muppets cast in? Give us the title, and then like 4 or 5 characters with real Muppet characters, and you can do deep cuts. I come from the original OG 80s, The Muppet Show Tonight, so we can do it all. I love the Swedish Chef. Hurdy dirty dirty dirty.
See, man, like I recognize these guys, but like
He's a meme guy to you. That's what your generation is. He's like,
know.
oh, I know that. That's a meme.
Like, oh, that's right.
He argues with Gordon Ramsay.
But see, and so like that's my problem. I'm like, I only know them through memes. So I'm like, is that actually their name?
Yeah, I'm the Leo DiCaprio meme where I'm sitting there going, I know that from the meme. I remember that. That's a meme now.
Dude, because my God, winding back to Black Widow, the whole scene where they reunite towards the end of the movie.
Oh yeah.
And she's like, don't say that. Don't say that. It was real to me. TikTok sound. TikTok sound I heard around. I was like, where's this from?
Oh, gee.
What is this? I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. There it is.
It's hilarious.
So that was fun. That was fun. Ooh. Did you ever watch, speaking of DiCaprio, Inception?
I did love the movie. I like a lot of stuff Christopher Nolan does. I like the Rick and Morty episode that they parodied it off of. Yeah, they did. It's really funny. But back to Inception. Yeah, I loved it. A lot of people That was another movie that like people thought when he started compiling these people to be in the movie, they're like, oh, that's the next Batman movie, blah. Where's Christian Bale? It's Leo. He's gonna play the Riddler, and Michael Caine. And I'm like, no, I don't think so.
That's
I think that was back in my movie blogging days. I might have been reading all the pages and the interwebs and doing the deep dives and gathering scoops and whatnot. But yeah, the Inception was good. I like the idea of the totem, staying grounded, being able to stay grounded. I know some people just have like things that they do like in their normal lives. Like I've heard people talk about like, if they're feeling like anxious or whatever, they just like touch a wall. It like grounds them, like they feel present in the moment or whatever. So those little totem things are pretty cool. And then the tipping, and then being able to just like go inside of a dream, which is like kind of like the multiverse, like dream walking, to bring everything back to Marvel because we can't seem to get off the topic.
We're nerds, man. We're geeks.
Yeah, we're huge nerds.
No, dude, because I'm divulging into woo-woo because that's actually something I wanted to talk about. I forgot to write down when I get into some woo-woo. Look, dude. Dude, have you ever tried to lucid dream and or what's it called? Astral project.
No.
No.
I watched a Bob's Burger episode where Gene tries to lucid dream because in his dream he wrote the most amazing song, but he couldn't remember it when he woke up. So then he had to teach himself how to lucid dream, and the whole episode is just these bonkers ass dreams that he has while he's. And this spoiler, the song is like terrible,
No.
but it inspired him that while he was awake, he wrote an actually like good song. So great episode, but yeah, it's funny. I'm telling you, life imitates art, man.
No, yeah, because everyone's got the astral projection episode. Because yes, American Dad's got one. That one was fun. But yeah, there was again artsy boy who took weed enough that I was like, I feel like I'm a wizard now. I broke through the veil of tolerance, and now you cannot best me. Cause and the kind of that I'm like, I don't need weed. Now I'm gonna channel my chakras. I'm gonna climb the ladder of consciousness and traverse the multiverse. So there was a time in college where I spent like a month or two just laying in bed trying to just like,
trying to force it out of yourself.
dude, because that's, look, man, we know too much with the internet and probably not enough. Because you find people talking about it. I'm like, all right, this sounds like bullshit, but what if it works? They're like, all right.
Enough people are talking about it. Someone must have experienced something.
Dude, because like, like I said, dude, like I said before, if I believe one day I could do a Kamehameha wave, I could do laser eye beams. If I just channel the right cosmic energy somehow.
Listen, the weed is definitely weeding. That is full on hardcore weeding. Weedle.
Weedle weed and weedle. Look, I just want to believe, man. I want to believe because, dude, it's also like just you're gonna lay down and you're gonna stand up, but you don't physically stand up. I'm like, okay. I'm
can't be grunting like that in bed, dude. At my age, I grunt like that. We might be changing sheets, dude. Like,
I know. I'm like, I'm glad I did it while I was like 20. But no, like
trying to astral project from the toilet, like, oh, there we go.
it's shout out to Carrie by Stephen King for like trying to flex your brain, dude. Like, wake up, my fucking eyes.
I got enough headaches, man, without pushing the pressure. Shit's not fucking cool. Not like 11 or anything with the bloody nose, but you know.
Right. So then
that's a callback. Hit the rewind.
And then so Stranger Things comes out. I'm like, I want to believe. I want to believe.
Are you a Big Mouth guy? Did you like Big Mouth? The final season comes out May 20-something-ish. Yeah, you got to check the Book of Faces, follow their socials, whatever. Okay. Shout out Big Mouth. Yeah, the last season's coming out. They got some good guest stars, I guess, coming up. So Steve Buscemi, I know. The one lady who plays the Green Witch. Forgive me for not knowing the name, the Weeds Whedon. But she from Wicked, the Green Witch from Wicked, she plays a character on there this final season. But yeah, it looks pretty interesting. I watched a couple little clips. It looks entertaining. It's so out of pocket. Like it's like, man, how are we getting away with this? Show is about like middle schoolers. like you go from Bob's Burgers to this, and it's like, really? Yeah, I mean it's interesting, but it's a fun show. I dig the humor. I like Nick Kroll, John Mulaney, and those guys. They're pretty funny.
Follow their multiverse show, Human Resources.
I did. Yeah, that got. I believe I watched the second season. I don't know if they're coming back for a third or not. I'm not sure.
I don't remember.
It takes so long in between, seasons. But yeah, that was a fun show too. There's a guy on CBS News in the morning. Don't judge me. That's just what's free on the fucking Pluto. He looks like the life version of Logic Rock. And I've asked several people who have seen the show and they've confirmed. But yeah, that's a good show.
No, ooh.
We have weather.
Weather.
It is raining.
Yeah, I don't know.
Make you feel like you're back in Seattle?
A little drizzle, yes. No, sometimes, like what I consider a torrent, it just comes down in a freaking wall, and then it's gone in like 2 minutes. I'm like, you guys are okay with that?
That's that Florida weather, man. Like it's like pours every day, but for like 10 seconds, and then it's gone.
That's nuts. Because no, like Seattle was drizzle for weeks. Maybe it stops for like 2 hours. But yeah, that's why Nirvana sounds that way. Love it. I was like, this music makes it.
There's a reason behind this.
But any final thoughts? Any final tidbits?
Let's see. You got anything coming up? You got any shows you're doing? I know you got a big date coming up next month. Gonna be handcuffing you for a while. No, he's not going to jail, but he will be tied up. No, he's not being taken hostage either, but he'll just be busy for a bit. But anything between now and then that you're looking forward to, you got going on?
I don't think so. No one's really fucking with me, so I just gotta fuck around with the scene. I don't know. Catch me
Catch me at a mic near you.
Yeah. There's it's, my circuit usually New Way Bar, Common Pub. Shout out, that's new. Tuesday, Gracia Pub. Shout out to Charles. Wednesday. What do I do Wednesday? 734. I haven't been doing it, but shouts out. Buckhouse. Thursdays. That becomes the indie. Canton School on Fridays.
And you setting up the week for everybody.
Yeah. Just to hit me up on it. I don't know when I'm going to be out. And then, Saturdays, indie probably. Because I don't know. Do you know any shows on Saturdays?
Not that I can think of other than the indie off the top of my head that are sign up shows.
Yeah.
Sign up or go up, or show up, go up.
I think it's that change of season.
Yeah.
a lot of the scene is changing to the season.
Yeah. Let's see. What do I got going on? We talked about earlier. I got Max on Monday. That's the 31st. That closes out my March Max Monday Madness. There we go. That's a lot of a fucking alliteration in one word while the weed is weeding. Let's see. April, like I said, it's personally scaling back to take care of. I got to reorganize some personal stuff and whatnot, but I've got some commitments on Wednesday. I'm doing the Crumbly Comedy Cup, the Crumbly Cup Challenge, whatever. 23 or whatever number they're on. They're Roman numerals, I don't know. But yeah, that's down in Toledo on Wednesday. And then I'm putting a show together with Andy McFarlane, Kate Doré, Steve Winziski, Cameron Kay, and myself at the Moose Lodge in South Lyon on April 12th, the day you'll be busy. That's what I got coming up. Other than that, in April, I'm not booked for anything else. It's going to be hit a mic here or there, maybe see what's going on, what kind of free time I got. So, podcasting when we can. We might have to figure out a Zoom situation.
Zoom and or banking, I'm thinking.
Ooh.
Bank a few, so we'll figure it out.
I've never been much for putting things in the bank.
I get you.
I usually get it and then spend it. Or it's get it and someone wants it.
yeah, usually someone wants it.
Yeah. It's like, how much are you going to leave me?
Yo, what?
Yeah.
Don't want to brag. But.
So I told this joke over the weekend. I'm going to burn this one on here just because it was fun. But so I went back to Fort Wayne, and I don't get back there enough to see my family or whatever. And they hold up my Christmas presents for the family. The local family up here. So I just bring everybody their gifts back. It's usually cards, little things. You got some ceramic stuff my stepmom paints. But it was nice this year to see that my parents still believe in me because they gave me a wallet. Now, they're well aware that I do comedy. And they still gave me a wallet thinking I may have money to put in it. That just shows how much faith my parents still have in me. And then I had to tell them, bro, I ran the numbers. I did 1,100 miles, 14 hours in the car, 16 minutes of comedy, and earned $0. How much was this wallet worth? I might have to. Is that real leather? Are we? Make me an offer.
Damn.
Yeah. So that was fun. What were we doing? We were wrapping up. Right? Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Yeah, baby. Wrap it up. Baby.